right, welcome back to the program. Again, we're visiting with Lindsey Doucet of the Cardiovascular Institute of the South. She's the tobacco treatment coordinator. We're talking about the CIS Great American Smokeout. Again, the event is on Thursday, November the 15th. And, just to backtrack a little bit, Lindsey, talk again about the services that will be offered on that particular day.
Yeah, absolutely. So on this Thursday, November 15th, from 8 to 5 p.m. At all of our locations in Louisiana with the Cardiovascular Institute, there's about 16 of them, we'll be having an all-day event called the Great American Smokeout, which is honored by the American Cancer Society. It's a great day for people maybe considering quitting, to give quitting a try, maybe just for 24 hours, or people who are struggling to set a quit date sometimes like to use this day as their quit date to kind of quit for good, and it's more memorable for them that way. We'll have raffles, door prizes at each clinic, as well as you could learn more about how you could get started with participating in our program.
Okay. And does CIS offer, I guess, more of a personalized goal or plan to try to quit smoking or the use of tobacco?
Yeah, we definitely kind of take pride in making a personalized plan for each patient. When a patient comes into the program, we usually complete a telephonic intake where they talk to one of our tobacco treatment specialists, maybe tell us how much they're currently smoking, things they've tried before. So that way, when they go into their provider visit, we already have kind of a game plan put in place, set in motion for them, so that this time is the time, that helps them to quit for good, hopefully.
Yeah. And obviously there are so many ill effects of the use of tobacco, and is that one of the leading contributors to cardiovascular disease?
Absolutely. That's kind of how the program originated, because it is such a risk factor for cardiovascular disease, especially circulatory issues. We have a lot of patients with stents and problems with their legs, and so being a smoker contributes to that, and, could easily block a stent back up after you have a successful procedure. So we definitely have a lot of patients in the program who are already cardiac patients, so it is a huge contributor.
Okay. And talk about a little bit about the theme this year for the Great American Smokeout.
Yeah, our theme this year is a game theme. It's kind of a play on the game of life. So what we're doing is helping people set a game plan for quitting smoking. The theme is tobacco-free life. Get on board with Commit to Quit. So we'll have, everybody in the clinics tend to dress up and have shirts on, and we have a large display available for everybody to see. A few examples, we have Guess Who, Monopoly here in Homa, Scrabble as well. So each clinic kind of gets very creative with helping people to get excited about quitting smoking.
Yeah, and I guess for smokers out there, it's become so much, I guess, a part of their lifestyle that it's difficult for them to just initially just try to quit. And so is that why you incorporate some of the games to try to make the activity of quitting, I guess, less of a horrid experience, if you will?
Absolutely. I was just talking about this today. A lot of people tend to overthink quitting, or put a lot of pressure on themselves. But if you think about it more as, okay, this is something I could give a try, or this is something that looks like something that would be easier for me to do than just put a patch on and go through withdrawals, So I think the theme really helps people be interactive with the program and kind of look at it in a lighthearted way instead of a torture type of thing.
Yeah, and I saw the graphic up there. If we can pull it up, you had several individuals, I guess, that you were showcasing there on the flyers that are going out to promote the event. And I think we have some other graphics as well, if we could go to those.
Yeah.
And there you see Miss Angela Jones. Obviously, she's being showcased there.
Yes, Miss Angela Jones just recently started participating with our program. She actually has quit smoking. She comes to our group counseling sessions at our Homa clinic. She's one of our featured patients in the ad campaign this year.
Yep, and we also have Roger Hernandez, I see there as well.
Yes, Mr. Roger Hernandez is one of our patients from our Thibodeau clinic. He actually is the president of the Thibodeau Playhouse, and he recently started participating with us, and he has quit smoking as well. So if you do go to our cardio.com website and check out more about our smoking program, there's actually a whole feature article on Mr. Roger up there.
Okay, and do they talk a little bit about their experience of making the decision to quit and how that has affected their life as well?
Yeah, he definitely goes into, what it was that kind of spurred him on to wanting to quit. He said, he went through a wellness screening. He works for the Thibodeau Police Department, and they were doing some health checks. And he thought the damage was done, from years of smoking, but actually his health was better than he initially thought. So he's like, okay, well, now is the perfect time for me to, take hold of this and be proactive and quit smoking. And he did it.
Well, and congratulations to them, especially for being showcased, to help others and give others the confidence to make that decision to stop as well. CIS been around since 1983, obviously founded by Dr. Walker in 1983, really has been a world leader in the treatment and the prevention of cardiovascular disease. And to just kind of talk about CIS in general and how y'all are at the forefront of trying to prevent these things.
Yeah, absolutely. CIS just celebrated 35 years, of having a cardiac practice, which is huge. Most cardiac practices don't grow into multiple locations and people go into retirement, but we just continue to grow. We have over 16 Louisiana locations now. We've expanded to Mississippi and outside of the state of Louisiana. So having those facilities available to people outside of Louisiana is huge. As you've seen, I'm sure, in the media, we've had patients come from all over the United States to Homa, so expanding into throughout the United States is definitely, I think, going to help several people throughout the country.
One last question. Earlier you were mentioning about the smoking cessation trust benefits.
Yes.
If you could elaborate on that for us.
Yeah, so I kind of briefly mentioned the smoking cessation trust benefits, which is a general trust fund. It was a lawsuit against tobacco companies that was won by a woman who unfortunately passed away, and she had the money distributed out to people who smoked prior to that warning label being put on cigarettes. So if a patient has smoked one cigarette before 1988 and is a Louisiana resident, they qualify. That could be even just a puff of a cigarette. You don't have to be a pack-a-day smoker since then. And if a person doesn't qualify for those benefits, because we do receive several referrals for people who may not have smoked before 1988, we do complete an outside referral process. We could refer you to Quit With Us ALA, which is the state quit line. So they offer free patches, gum, and telephone counseling for those over the age of 18. And we do also accept health insurance, private health insurance. So we have a lot of patients with certain insurances that do cover smoking cessation, and we could kind of help you set up the plan based on what your insurance covers. So that way you could still participate even if you don't qualify.
Okay, so a lot of benefits out there to help you to quit smoking or the use of tobacco. And if somebody has more questions, can they just give y'all a call, or can they visit you on the website? What should they do?
Yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions at all that I may not have answered tonight, please give us a call at 1-877-288-0011. That is our main line number. It is a 1-877 number, but it reaches us locally here in Homa, so you don't have to worry about that. And you could also visit cardio.com. And on that website, we have a smoking cessation tab where you can learn more about our program. We have an FAQ, as well as you could search us on Facebook, Commit to Quit at CIS, and there we post throughout the day on the Great American Smokeout, and every Monday we have a featured patient on the page as well.
All right. Lindsey, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
and we wish you well with the event on Thursday.
Thanks so much.
All right, that's Lindsey Doucet, the Tobacco Treatment Coordinator for CIS. If you are a family member or a friend having an issue quitting smoking, check them out Thursday at any CIS location, November the 15th, for the Great American Smokeout. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have several guests joining us. Again, Principal Chief of the United Homa Nations, Coco Crapel, will be here, along with Bosco Chasson, to talk about the Down the Bayou Community Festival, as well, Community Dinner, along with the United Homa Nation Award Banquet. So we have more to come here tonight on Bayou Time. Stay with us.